When I feel afraid, and I can't leave it out. Oh yeah, well I swear that what I really wanna know, oh my baby, oh, what I really wanna say is that just fine. Will I make it? Well, yes, I'm growing old. My soul will have to wait. Woo!
I think we just started the Smoking Poetry podcast.
Yeah!
With Ghost Tail!
We are Ghost Tail!
Shall we introduce the band?
Sure.
We'll start with are you the founder or what do we call you?
We're all the founder. I just play guitar.
You're the glue.
She's the band's mom. Yes, she is.
I'm just Brittany. I play notes on guitar.
Alright.
And this is Jordan.
Hey, I'm Jordan Bale. I am the vocalist. That's pretty self-explanatory. I do all the vocals for Ghost Tail. And I'm excited to be here on the Smoke Poetry Podcast today. Thank you for having us.
And why don't we just continue to circle the first person I met out of the group here.
I'm Benji. I play guitar.
And
What's up? I'm Zach. I play bass.
why don't we sit down and we'll chit chat a bit.
Right.
Well, for good, we're recording. Here with Ghost Tail.
Woo!
We are here at Ultra Flat Black with the Smokin' Poetry podcast. Thank you to Ghost Tail for coming on. But first, I think we should explain what the heck is Ghost Tail.
Oh, I don't know. It's the band's name. That's Ghost Tail.
We're a band located right here locally out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. We're a bunch of old folks over our 30s just trying to make music and keep our passions alive.
You know, and that is a beautiful segue. What? Because we see so many of people right out of high school, frankly, trying to do the music thing, and it's beautiful when they are. But why are you still young by my standards, but old to some other people? Why are you guys doing this?
None of us have kids. We have more money than we did when we were in high school.
Yeah, not on mom's couch.
I'm gonna go ahead and answer for what I believe would be the answer for all of us. It's genuinely been the biggest love of our life since we were young, growing up in high school. We were all in those bands coming out of high school, doing it fresh and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And when you get older, you have jobs, you have lives, but the love of music never goes away, ever. And we just want to make it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a way to force Ben to talk a little bit. But have you all gone through a series of bands in your past?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. we've
Most
all
of mine
been
have
there.
been with her.
Yeah, me and Zach have been friends for
20,
7
21
years. They already know we're old. You don't have to tell them how old. Me and Zach have been in probably 10 bands together. Acoustic stuff, heavier stuff, pop rock stuff, mostly pop rock and punk, back on the East Coast. So we've been in a lot of bands.
And to switch to the baby of the band, I guess you're older than some people out there who are doing this music, but you're younger. You're the youngest of the group, right?
Yeah, I'm 26.
Oh.
And
And you've already done quite a bit in musically.
yeah, I play so much guitar just all the time, and now I get to do it with these guys, and so it's awesome. It's awesome to be able to collaborate with some of the coolest people you're ever gonna meet. Like that. And that's kind of like one of the biggest differences with other bands and us is that they're not writing with these people. They're writing. So maybe they're having a great experience, but I know that we are. And it's fun. It's awesome.
Our biggest problem with Ben and the band is just he's so loud. It's so hard to just get a word in with him.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
noticed
you can see you screaming, obviously.
Yeah.
you're the shy one, but you're the first one I met, actually. You're the reason I met the rest of you guys.
Yeah.
Don't let the
Um,
soft-spokenness fool you.
And where did we meet? Was it Steel Pan?
Still pen, I think. Yeah. Good. Yeah. That bar was awesome.
Yeah, it's unfortunately they are, I guess, not going anymore,
Yeah.
which is a shame. But you also do, of course, the solo acoustic
Yeah.
stuff, and I kind of knew you. Actually, I knew you from that before I knew you from shredding on the guitar. Actually, how many of the did you other guys do other styles also, or are you all mostly into the kind of rock?
I think we all do different styles. I am in 2 other projects that are vastly different from this. I know that Jordan, Ben, Zach are also in other projects that are vastly different. So if
Yeah, speaking for myself, I've done this kind of music is my heart. You know, we all grew up I was a scene kid, obviously growing up in high school, so that's where the core of my love comes from. But I did a lot of hardcore music in Houston. I've done EDM, rap, hip hop, jazz cabarets, like anything to just keep making music, you know?
And you have a unique singing style.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how. What I'm trying to ask is, why are you so angry?
That is a very, very loaded question. The anger started, I would say, early on in youth. Lost a couple friends to drunk driving, and a lot of the lyrics in the music is about, you know, depression, anxiety, losing loved ones. I know my generation kind of is more open to talk about that kind of stuff, but we're all, you know, dealing with our internal battles, and I'm no exception.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, I'm happy. I didn't say
Yeah.
I had some jokes loaded. They were about to come in right before that, and they would have. Oh, man.
Yeah, like when it comes to my unique singing, my mom likes to, instead of using the word unique, use terrible. But I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's not for everybody, but it's for me. That's for sure.
And it's fun, and it just, I'm trying to think of the description, but you can tell you're trying to get these emotions out and deal with things. Is that?
That's the right word.
Yeah.
Emotions. I look at my voice just like any other instrument. Like a guitar's got to be tuned a certain way. You know, basses are going to play certain bass lines. I like to portray those emotions through vocal cords instead, whether it be singing lyrics or screaming. It's how I feel.
How does that work for the bass and the guitar when you're like getting is it the same way as far as getting emotions out through your instrument?
You can lock in with each other and definitely build up intensity with how you play and like mirror each other in that way, if that is kind of what you mean. So you could take the same bass part, and if this dude decides he wants to get all loud and screamy on it, then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play a little bit harder, you know?
yeah.
Actually, how does the music creation process work with you guys?
How does it work?
I was like, we're a little bit different in this band than other bands that I think all of us have been in. We found a way that we like to create, and that's by getting all 5 of us, all the instruments in a room to sit down. Even a lot of bands won't write with a drummer. We write with our drummers. And it's all, you know, we try to kind of have an idea. We have those emotions. We'll talk about what we think the song will be like, and then we just start layering, pitching ideas. But it's a group effort. Every single song we've written all together.
And that's a good. We probably should give a shout out to the drummer, who we couldn't make it today. But what should we say about
Shout out
Chris?
to you, drummer.
What should we say about Chris?
Shout out to Chris.
You know
Chris joined this project about the same time I did. He brought a uniqueness that kind of helped us hone in the style that we were looking for. So he was a great addition to the band. I don't know if we're supposed to say anything. This Halloween show will be Chris's last show with us as Ghost Tale.
Oh, well, this is shocking news, although by the time it's released, it may have been already released.
I kind of hope that's the case. I don't know if I was supposed to say anything.
I guess we'll have to talk about how we're going to cut this part. And
I don't. You'll see my face. I was like, I don't know what we
It's
say.
a loaded question right now.
I thought I handled it pretty well.
I didn't say a word. No. Chris has some personal life, and he's moving on to his next adventure. He was a great part of the band. We have not a single one of us have a single bad word to say about Chris. He was fantastic to write music with, record with.
Yeah, he features on every one of our recordings that are
Yes.
now on streaming.
Yeah,
Chris is
all-
a part of all the music.
All 5 of the Villainera's songs will feature Chris, and they will always have his name on them. So, Chris, if you're watching this, thank you, brother. We love you.
Do you
He
know what
knows,
you're doing? Do you have any future plans as far as drums? Or are we putting out a call for a drummer? What are we doing?
We have auditioned a handful of drummers, and we've narrowed it down to 2. And we're just kind of in the process of like having them come write with us and figure out what's going to be best for them and us.
Seeing if they vibe with the band.
Yeah.
And that's also a good point because you're not just necessarily looking. It's not just how good you are. I assume it's got to be a fit.
No, I mean, you know, we all have full-time jobs. These are the people I hang out with in my personal life. They're my friends, you know? So you gotta, it's more of the vibes and the
Yeah, you can't just have anybody on. It
Yeah.
took us a long time to
Yeah.
learn that. So
Yes.
that's the thing with age is sometimes you start learning who you should be having in your group. You know.
it's not solely talent.
And I noticed just when we were not filming, you just were just naturally so good together. You're joking, you're laughing, you're singing songs out of just
Friends.
nowhere, and
Oh
just,
yeah.
it's just like you have this chemistry that is so. It's obvious, you know, that you guys get along so well.
Well, we love music. We love each other. I think. I don't know.
Don't join our Facebook group.
We got unanimous blackmail on each other.
I think this is a good debate for the age differences. Is it easier or harder to make these connections as you've gotten older and more experienced?
I don't leave the house. I don't know how to meet people.
It's so hard. It's like dating in your 30s, you know? It's hard to put yourself out there and be vulnerable at this age. I'm not going to lie. It was nerve-wracking hanging out with him the first time. And we all just, it was about 5 minutes into talking. We were like, hey, let's go down to where the instruments are and just play music. And that's kind of how it started.
Yeah.
Every time I hear you say my name, play your game. This is the only place you play. Carry my goals back to my grave. It's too unsafe to go alone. This is my home, let me rest. It's time to say goodbye and walk away from all that we started. And I'll take my time, falling in line, like what it lies, and it led to our goodbye, and I'll walk away, scratching and screaming, that's all fade away. I always know that you would take me, carry my goals back to my grave. It's too unsafe to go alone, but this is my home. Let me rest. It's time to say goodbye and walk away from all that we started. And I'll walk away from trying to frame I want you to suffer. Carry my goals back to my grave. It's too unsafe to go alone. This is my home.
Solid.
That maybe is an exciting story. How did you guys meet? How did you?
I met Ben through seeing you at an open mic at
Huh? What?
Yeah.
It was,
Ben played
Barcade?
Barcade. You were at an open mic and Ben popped in with flowers around his head, and he starts playing music while you're doing your spoken poetry, and I'm like, that kid's gonna join this band I'm in. And I followed him across the street, and he's just playing guitar. And my friends are like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah." That's why I'm following him across the street. And they're like, "We're not sure." And I'm like, "He's young. I'm sure." And I was like, "Hey, if you want to make music, message me on Instagram on the band page." And he did. And then he joined the other project that we were in, and we just been jamming since. That was about 2 years ago now. So I think.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was real fucked up that day. I remember.
Yeah.
What do you remember about this day, man? Because I don't.
I remember her coming up to me, and
He was playing Conversations with
then
Kate.
I remember.
That's one of his songs.
Oh yeah.
And I remember that we had a show after that at some point, and the rest is history.
Yeah, he got on stage with us, and then that was just it.
That was a year ago, actually.
Oh,
no, was it? Tour was a year ago. That was 2 years ago.
maybe a year.
So now we're gonna argue about timelines because
Hey.
we're going
Tour
somewhere.
was like 4 months after
It's like
we
you're
met this
married.
dude.
We are.
Well, how did we get the singer? Because I know the three of you, Ben, Brittany, along with a couple other folks of our friends, were in another band that we
Yeah.
We did a little show on. That was a great show we had.
Yeah.
And so, how did you find Jordan?
That's a fun one. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm a transplant into Colorado. I came from the middle of nowhere. I was working out in Wyoming for a few years. So I moved here, and the first week I lived in this state, I was like, I gotta find some people to play with. I need to make music, stat. So have you ever heard of the application on your phone called Tinder, the dating app? Have you heard of that? Heard of that?
Maybe, I don't know.
So so what I downloaded is basically the Tinder equivalent for musicians. It's an application where you just swipe on people, and me and Brittany matched the first day. We started messaging. I showed up to her house 3 days later. I was told don't go in any strangers' basements. That happened within the first hour I was there. We went to the basement, started making music. So we met on basically a matchmaking.
Wait, so how does that
on the
work? Do you
phone.
send like unsolicited guitar picks or something?
I sent her a lot of guitar picks. But no, it's basically like Tinder. You put like, oh, I'm a singer looking for a band, and I'm just a musician altogether. I play guitar, other things. We just like to jam half the time. But yeah, I was like, I want to make music as fast as I can. That's the goal. The goal is to get my voice on Spotify this year, and that happened 3 months after meeting these cats.
How much music do you have out now, and how much is in the pipeline?
Well, we have 5 songs out. It's on Villain Error. It's on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, YouTube, etc. So we have those 5 songs out. We have a lot of stuff in the pipeline, but we do take a long time to process through our songs. So we might have something that is complete that we can run through and practice, but we're picking and choosing and adding and taking away parts still. If you're asking the goal for new music, we are hoping after the first of the year we can go and do another EP for everybody.
Now, I'm kind of curious with the music writing. Is it kind of like you have to sit down and let's think of songs, or do you just get an inspiration and call it up with the band and say, hey, we got to do something?
I would say we have so much music in the works. All of us are musicians on multiple instruments. We all bring that to the table. It's more like just imagine throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. We sit down, start playing something. If we like it, we'll expand on that idea.
As far as ideas, the lyrics in particular, I like to talk about. Where do you all do lyrics, or did one of you do lyrics? How do lyrics come?
Everybody does. Everybody.
Recording.
You're recording? What about Firefox?
Fireflies, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bring me to the open field where false promises are put to rest and eternal slumber. And in this dream where things are never what they seem, like Caroline, you light the world all around me. You gave me something that never existed. No, Caroline, how sweet you tasted. The sin of gas filled up my lungs, filling my head with a sickness. And I'm fading into unconsciousness. The light brings the darkness of all is spent. Deep where you will never find it, claiming more souls than the devil. There's no medicine to cure this disease. Where is my release? No, Caroline, you light the world all around me. You gave me something that never existed. My Caroline, how sweet you tasted. The sin of gas lit up my lungs, filling my head with a sickness. The trumpets roar, the walls fall down. The armies march, the king has lost his crown. The trumpets roar, the walls fall down. The armies march, the king has lost his crown. My Caroline, you light the world all around me. You gave me something that never existed. My Caroline, how sweet you tasted. The sin of gas lit up my lungs, filling my head with a sickness. My head with a sickness. Filling my head with a sickness.
We're Ghost Tail.
That is spectacular. I'm just breathless after this. Yeah.
I am also breathless.
I can't. We'll hold off on the questions.
I guess I could like pet.
Where was I? Oh, let's talk about. Other than I want to get you all in the shot. We don't want half of Ben. We need all of Ben.
All of Ben.
There we go.
With all of it.
Do we have all of Ben here in the shot? Well, why don't we talk about what the performances and what kind of stuff you're doing and where you're trying to do stuff.
So we have a show, Halloween, October 31st, this Thursday, a Thursday, October 31st, 2024 at Sunshine Studios. We're opening for a touring band called The Band Poet. We're excited. It's gonna have costume contest and prizes and candy.
It is all ages, so you can bring those crotch goblins, just load them up on sugar, have them rock out to some awesome music for a night.
Yeah. And what's all this beautiful merchandise? We got hats. We got, what do we got here?
Pasties.
We have beanies that say Ghost Tail, and you put them on your head when it's cold or when it's not.
Oh, dang it.
They're black. They're embroidered.
To reach that.
We have stickers, which everybody needs a sticker.
So as of right now, the merch is only going to be available live at our show. Next year, we do plan on selling online. But right now, if you want any merch, this is the new Ghost Tail t-shirt. Pretty stoked. Villain Era to pay homage to our new EP that's come out. But right now, only available live, so come see us live if you want to grab a shirt, a beanie, patches, stickers, another different shirt that's not the one I just held up. We'd love the support. Honestly, we just need the money from the merch to purchase more merch.
Actually, how important is it to support the band? Is this merchandise as part of it? Is that
Almost no band makes money on tour. They make money on selling merch. So any kind of money we bring in is going to help us print more merch for you to buy at the shows. But more importantly, it goes towards us having studio time to record our next EP, hopefully coming out early next year.
Baby making music.
Baby making music.
all right? What else do you guys want to talk about?
We're not responsible for any babies that get made to our music.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Well, let's talk about
Legally not responsible
Child
for that.
support.
No.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we do a little bit of inspirational talk before we go? What is your kind of motivation, Ben, as far as all this music and why you do this?
I just want people to think I'm cool, man. I just, I don't want but I just imagine making music.
There's something more than being cool for you.
Not from Ben. That's the thing. Is being cool is Ben's whole thing.
Well, that is a beautiful hat, and you do always have some
shades.
unique costume, it seems, at the shows.
Yep.
We're
all gonna be dressed up. But as far as inspiration, it's just I think of music as categorizing and putting the human experience into sound, and so whatever that means, that's the beauty of it, is that it can mean anything. And so I like the inspiration to be, flowative, like, I'm inspired by this, there, whatever. But I would say the biggest inspiration, I guess, is just remembering to be vulnerable and open to the life that happens. Just be alive. It'll come out through the music. That's who we are. We are our music in a sense, I guess.
What says the bassist? Why do you do this? Why do you love music?
Well, I'm more trying to impress myself, honestly. Have yet to do it. I like the challenge of anything. Music, I like different kinds of art forms. I do a little bit of visual art, but I find, I don't know, maybe it's like something about ADD or something, but I can like stick with music more than I can other things.
And where the question I was asking before I got distracted was the lyric part. Are you the lyricist, or is it all you?
So I'm the main lyricist. Brittany helps me write lyrics. Even the boys have helped pitch in, even if it's just ideas or anything. And it kind of goes into the same thing of why I do this. Mm-hmm. I believe that music is the only universal language that can speak to any human on planet Earth, even animals. But for me, losing friends to drug addiction, depression, suicide, to me, I do it because if I can reach one human that's been through some of the same stuff I have, then all of this work, all this money, all this time's worth it. To me, it's just about reaching and connecting with other people just because we're all in the same human experience. That's why a lot of the times, you'll see some of those hidden messages and some brighter sounding songs, but it's all, we all got our own struggle, and everybody has their own struggle. If we all kind of speak and work with each other and bring love to the table and wrap our arms around each other and keep each other going. And music's my blanket for that.
I don't know how we followed that up. That is a very beautiful way to say it. But nonetheless, I will put the challenge to you.
Oh,
Why do you do this?
Why do I do
What does
music?
it mean to you?
I get to hang out with my friends and we get to do something that isn't a waste of time. You know, we're crafting things. We're crafting about ourselves and others and sharing with the world. And like Jordan says, we all, like, even through our music, there might not be lyrical words, but we're like sharing our experience with people. And I think that there are a lot of lyrics in our songs that people can resonate with, either, you know, past experiences or stuff they're going through right now. And that's meaningful to a lot of people. They want to hear that they're not alone in the world, and that's actually really important.
You know,
It was never a phase, Mom.
Never phase, Mom.
and I know you talk about the dark lyrics with the poppy music in a way.
Yeah.
And is that kind of a therapeutic way to kind of get through things in a way?
Absolutely. When we wrote Beyond the Stars, I was really in a dark spot, and putting that to the music and, like, you know, getting together with our friends and, like, having them kind of help me work through it without them knowing that is a big. It's music is therapy, you know. Whether it's me writing the lyrics, or whether Zach or Ben admits it's, you know, putting those emotions into their fingers and strings, like, that's what it's all about.
You know what? That's what we talk about. All this, art, poetry, comedy, it's all therapy. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for sharing. Libby.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
All right, let's give it the old college try, y'all.
All right, I'm recording.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sinking back into myself. It's cold and I'm sleeping on the floor. I can't seem to escape. And it won't end. There's no way out. Oh, darling, take me far away to that special place far beyond the stars. God, take me, oh, just break me like you've done right from the very start.
Not
It sounded
bad.
pretty good. It's not.
So Instagram is ghost.tail.band.
Yep.
Facebook is Ghost Tail.
So where do we find Ghost Tail?
So look us up on all the social medias. On Instagram, we're ghost.tail.band. Facebook, we are Ghost Tail, Ghost Tail. Yeah, and then TikTok, we are Ghost Tail CO, and then on Spotify, we are Ghost Tail. Apple Music, we're Ghost Tail, Colorado.
Colorado.
They're Ghost Tail. They're awesome. Find them everywhere and have a great time.
Come party with us!
And thank you for coming on the show. This has been a great time. And we'll see you next time on Smokin' Poetry Podcast.
Thank you so much for having us, brother. Buy your tickets from us. Hit me up. They're on sale for $15.
One and a two and a 1, 2, 3, 4.
And what's going on? Tearing apart piece by piece, and I can't hold on. It's ripping me inside my chest. The deathly poison is placed on fortune. Another piece of me gone so fast. What's going on? Something wrong in the atmosphere. Tainted by blood and tendons clear. My skin's crawling, I feel you there. The pheromones coursing through the air. I'm feeling dizzy, no oxygen. And I'm smoking jet. Bones are breaking and I want to comply. Flung onto every word and lie. And what's going on? Tear me apart piece by piece, and I can't hold on. It's ripping me inside my chest. The deathly poison is placed on fortune. Another piece of me gone so fast. What's going on? Another night and it's slipping in to my head and you can't come in. My bones are breaking and I want to comply. Hung on to every word and lie. It gave me life but it's killing me. Red eyes and I can't see. Pressure on my lungs and I can't breathe. This is more than anxiety. What's going on? Tear me apart piece by piece, and I can't hold on. Let it rip me inside my chest. The deathly poison is placed on fortune. Another piece of me gone so fast. What's going on? Tear me apart piece by piece, and I can't hold on. It's ripping me inside my chest. The deathly poison is placed on fortune. Another piece of me gone so fast. What's going on? Then what's going on?